Professor Griff. Tune in every weeknight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz RNTV. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz, seriously. Peace.
Open your eyes to the endless possibilities of creating from your centerpiece. Experience your visions brought into reality and watch your dreams unfold naturally. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, let's create a story that's a masterpiece. Casso Visions. Capture your visions.
Peace. What's good? Hotep, assalamu alaikum, good evening. Baragani, free to land, Lafia, whatever greeting you go by, whatever school of thought that you are from. Once again, we're black at the microphone in the lab with my man, Mr. Shane Shakur, making it happen. Alright, right here at Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. As we always say, seriously. Alright, this is Sirius Mindz, and I am Professor Griff of Public Enemy, the ex-minister. I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again for tonight's show, and we are going to be talking about deep fake. Alright? Deep fake. Please do me a favor, take a minute right now to go ahead and just basically look up what deep fake is. Alright, so we're going to do the introduction. While we're doing this introduction, you can look it up. So you'll have an idea of what we're about to get into. We can make it happen. Alright? Really appreciate that. Alright, hold on one second. Let me get some things right on this end. All kind of stuff coming up on my screen right here. Alright. I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening, as y'all always do. Alright, and we really appreciate that. Humbly we do. Alright. When I say we, I mean my man Shane Shakur, and of course 16. Everybody involved with making this run the way it runs. Somebody said, hey, Shane Shakur. Oh, that was Cat Boogie from the BX that said that, man. Alright. Yeah. Anyway. Damn, Shane said that was cool. I'm looking like somebody's old granddad, man. It's not cool, for real. Hold up. Anyway, thank you all the supporters of Sirius Mindz platform. This platform is supported definitely by the people, for the people, it's of the people. Alright. But anyway, if you would like to donate and contribute to Sirius Mindz, please do that. Whatever you feel like you can give. As a matter of fact, why don't we just do this here? Alright. Whatever donation anyone give just this week, and this week alone, alright, I'm going to send out a Sirius Mindz hat to everyone that gives a donation. Listen, hold up before y'all start saying something. The hat's $35 plus shipping and handling. I'm just going to knock off the shipping and handling, and I'll get it out to you. Is that cool? Alright. Do I have a hat I can show the people? Where's the hat at? Hold on, let me think. Where do I have a hat at? Is there a hat in the building? Hold on for a second. Let me think. Hold on, I'm thinking. I'm going to show you. I'm going to get the hat. As a matter of fact, Shane's going to play a commercial, and I'm going to run and get a hat. Can we do that? Alright. Shane going to play. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Greetings, this is Professor Griff. Tune in every weeknight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz RNTV. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz, seriously. Peace.
Open your eyes to the endless possibilities of creating from your centerpiece. Experience your visions brought into reality and watch your dreams unfold naturally. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, let's create a story that's a masterpiece. Caso Visions. Capture your visions. Open your eyes to the endless possibilities of creating from your centerpiece. Experience your visions brought into reality and watch your dreams unfold naturally. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, let's create a story that's a masterpiece. Caso Visions. Capture your visions. Open your eyes to the endless possibilities of creating from your centerpiece. Experience your visions brought into reality and watch your dreams unfold naturally. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, let's create a story that's a masterpiece. Caso Visions. Capture your visions.
Greetings, this is Professor Griff. Tune in every weeknight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz RNTV. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz, seriously. Peace.
All right, peace, peace. I'm black. All right, here's the hat. Got it on deck. All right, so H.Lecter 426. All right, listen, so just this week alone, we're going to do a drive. All right, so like I said, it's the 3D black and gold Sirius Mindz hat on 4 sides. Sirius Mindz, Professor Griff cartouche in the back. All right, the hang tag popping off. The official one. It's not going to have both of the stickers, probably just one. But I'm going to knock off the shipping and handling. Alright, so the hat is $35. I'm going to knock off the shipping and handling. Just send a flat $35 and you got it coming to you. I got it. We're going to do a drive just this week. Alright. Yeah, these joints are made in China, so we got to, yeah. You talking about, yeah. Yeah, took a lot of work to get it to this point. But anyway, we really appreciate the support. Right now, I'm not on Facebook and I'm not on Instagram. This is strictly for the people that's right here on the channel on YouTube. All right, so the hat is $35 flat. You can cash at me or just hit me up on PayPal. Or if you want to do it, don't do it right here. All right. Yo, hold up 1 second. Let me scroll back. Mr. H.Lecter 426. You gotta text me. Don't do it on here, man, because they take the money. I don't get it till like a month later. So you gotta cash at me, hashtag Professor Griff, or just PayPal it at paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. Alright? I gotta get y'all's address in order to send it to y'all. I gotta have all that information, alright? So yeah. Anyway, make it happen, y'all. Huh? Oh, from the headphone? Yeah, she's louder than a broke dick dog, man. Hold up 1 second. Hold on. It is loud. Hold up. Hold on. Now. How about that? Good? Shane Shakur was telling me he was hearing feedback. Alright, anyway. That's that. I want to shout out to everybody that showed up, showed out. Beautiful lecture. Can you put Soleil's flyer up, man? Beautiful event that we had at Nicholas, Brooklyn. All right, shout out to all the sisters. All right, and the brothers that actually showed up to support their queens. Really appreciate that. So the kings and queens was in the building. We had some princes in the building. We had some princesses in the building. All right. I want to thank Nicholas Brooklyn for putting on a wonderful event. I want to thank King Simon for showing up, helping out. I want to thank Red Pill for showing out, showing up, showing out. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. And shout out to Soleil for putting it down for almost 3 hours. All right. Nourishing the goddess. All right. Beautiful, beautiful event. Thank you very, very, very much to everybody that showed up in Brooklyn. All right. This is something that we probably need to duplicate around the country, but there's a few other things that's happening this weekend. All right, this weekend. See, I need a smaller flyer for this, bro. Did you get this flyer? You didn't? I can send it to you right now for you can put up, bro. It's at Sirius Mindz. You want to go check? Hold on for a second. Let me see if Shane can get this flyer real quick so he can put it up. Online. Hold up, let me see. Send. Email. Sir, as they say in Baltimore, Sirius Mindz. Sirius Mindz. I'm just going to put flyer. If you're in the ATL this weekend, myself and Soleil, we are doing Musicology. Alright? We're syncing up the musical vibration. Alright? Back to the divine essence, to the divine consciousness that lies within us. So we're going to be talking about musicology. Alright? This offering also includes a healing session where you are bathed in sound from crystal sound bowls, Tibetan bowls, gongs, and other healing sound instruments. We're actually doing a sound bath. If you've never had a sound bath, alright, you might want to be there this weekend in the ATL. Alright, there's an eye-opening, enlightening, interactive lecture. Alright, the musicology. Music industry veterans definitely, just the music industry lecture, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame artist, Professor Griff of Public Enemy and Billboard award-winning artist, award-winning hip-hop artist Soleil will delve into the music and the sacred sound. How has music been weaponized? What effects is today's music having on our health, our youth, and our communities? How can we use sound to heal? These are a few of the many things and the many questions, the many answers to the many questions that we have about the music, music today. So, the moment I have realized that God is sitting in the temple of every human body, the moment I stand in reverence before every human being and see God and Goddess in him, at that particular moment I am free from bondage. Everything that binds vanishes and I am free. Swami Vivekananda. Alright? We're going to dive into the music industry. We're going to dive into the whole idea of them weaponizing music. Alright? Lecture with me and Soleil. Alright? That homeschool life. Give thanks. Queen, really appreciate you. If you've never experienced a sound bath, it'll be a beautiful thing for you to come through if you're in the ATL. Alright? Thanks to everyone for the donations thus far. That homeschool life. And of course, my man, where is he at? The H. Lecter 426. Really appreciate that. Alright. Now, I got to hit up 16 again because I do not see it. Do you see 16 in the... Hold on for a second, man. I'm going to have to go knock on 16's door. Hold up. I'm sending her a message. 16, if you're still under the weather, which I think you are from the last conversation I had with hubby, yeah, get well. Alright, we miss you here. Alright, see if you can get back to these microphones. Alright, anyway, in the meantime, between time, we're going to send some positive energy out. I'm going to have to go knock on their door. Be like, yo, bag full of herbs or something. Alright, 16, get well. Really appreciate you. If you would like to donate and contribute to Sirius Mindz platform, you can cash at Professor Griff. That's $, and or hit me on PayPal, www.paypal.me/ProfessorGriff or simply go to my website, www.professorgriff.me, or right here on the super chat. All right, listen, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna have a meeting with Shane Shakur after this talk tonight, and we're gonna look into this. Is the first time he's hearing it, so I'm saying it to y'all at the same time I'm saying it to him. We're going to look into this software. It's called Crowdcast. So right now he should be picking up his phone, looking up Crowdcast. I've been studying Crowdcast since Saturday, and yeah. Yep. So we got to come up with a plan B. You know, August 1st, YouTube is about to change their whole platform. Did you know that? Yeah, YouTube is about to change some things August 1st. Mind you, August 1st is my born day. Man, I'll be 59 years old. All right. Okay, so I can deal with 59. All right. We're raising the vibrational pitch of our people's thinking into the mind of the creator. And, of course, the co-creator. We're standing on the shoulders of the ancestors and kneeling at the feet of our elders who still walk among us. What's up? Said what? Yeah, right there. Huh? It's not in Sirius Mindz. Did you refresh? 10 times? Hold on for a second. Shane said, I didn't even get that like that. Shot screen all over, folks. God damn, honey. Sending pictures out there. I ain't got that. Real, folks. Straight from the goddamn streets, man. I don't know what's going on. Mercury retrograde, bro. I'm telling you, communication is like, yeah, for real. Running Jules fast, running Jules fast. Alright, I sent it again, Shane. Yeah, it's moving slower than a broke man. I'm going to move on with the subject. When you get the flyer, you can post it up. Let me know when you get it. Alright. Damn, I sent that flyer 10 minutes ago. Huh? Nah? Yeah. Yo, I am thoroughly convinced, man. I am thoroughly convinced that these people may be hard at work, man. And technology is so advanced now, it's ridiculous, man. So, I'm going to take everything in stride. And I'm just going to say, you know something? We just got to be patient with one another. We got to be mindful. Alright? Hold on for a second. Now, I'm going to shoot it again, Shane, with a different phone. Hold up, but this time, I'm going to shoot it without... Can y'all be patient? 1 second. Give me a second. I'm going to shoot it like this. Nope, can't shoot it like that. Hold on. Hold that up, man. Yup, just like... Let me fingers. Right there. Bro, I can do that like that. Shane Shakur, gotta crop it, but I'm just saying. I think I got it. Alright, you want me to crop it and send it to you? For real? Because you can't do no cropping over there? Anyway, I think it's a beautiful thing that we start using music as a method to heal, man. You understand what I'm saying? Hold up. I think that'll be a beautiful thing. Wouldn't you think so? Yeah. Using music to heal. Alright? Save copy. I'm gonna send it right to you, bro. Go on my pictures. Why is technology, they say this is so easy and it's so convenient, but yet it's so difficult, man? Oh, it depends on what you're doing. You could be right about that, bro. Send. Hold up. I'm emailing it, right? Hold on. I'm sorry that y'all got to see this. Are we good? All right. From, and then to, sirs, flyer. You ready? All right. So tonight we're going to talk about deep fake. All right. I'm going to pull up a couple of articles. I think I got a couple of clips on deck that some stuff I need y'all to hear. It's a critical thing trying to shake off travel, try to shake off the daily grind, being on picking electronic cotton, being on the plantation, coming together with everything that's going on in the world, and trying to make this thing happen. But anyway, the best and the scariest examples of AI, artificial intelligence, enabled deep fake. All right. So for the few minutes that we was 10 minutes that we was kind of going through things, getting hats and all that kind of stuff, did y'all look up deep fake? Help me out, Paul. Help me out, Great Filibuster. Help me out, Alex Little, Quan, Eugene, Hassan, Block Boy. Did we look up deep fake? I can only imagine when the period happens. I was just doing it to the meditation, blah, 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 blah. Evolver, help me out. Tony Floyd. All right, that homeschool life. Talk to me. Deep fake. All right. There are positive uses for deep fake technology, like making digital voices for people who lost theirs, or updating film footage instead of reshooting it if actors trip up over their lines. However, the potential for malicious use is of grave concern, especially as the technology gets more and more refined. All right, Mr. Great Filibuster, thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate you. All right, for the love and the respect, man, and the sacrifice that you make to donate each and every week. Thank you. Really appreciate that, man. All right, that homeschool life, and of course, Mr. H. Lecter 426. Really appreciate that. I take no one for granted. All right, and I don't, there's no big I's and little U's on here, as y'all already know that. All right, so there has been tremendous progress in the quality of deepfakes since a few years ago, when the first products of the technology circulated. All right, now let's understand something. We're talking about deepfake. Let me see if I can play the clip first. That'll give us a better understanding of what the deepfake is. Let me see if I can do it real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
We've always loved horror. It's just that horror hasn't always loved us.
Okay. Can skip the ad.
You ever feel like we're constantly hurtling towards some kind of Black Mirror-ass dark future? Like we're hell-bent on creating the dystopian worlds portrayed in sci-fi movies like Blade Runner or a Neil Stephenson novel? I get that feeling a lot. And it's not just because I'm paranoid, it's because it seems like we're constantly trying to wrap our heads around technology that's just out of our comprehension. And I really think deepfake videos are the next thing people are going to have a really tough time understanding.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
God, the world is going to end, and we are going to hasten it.
Find them. Show me your leadership capabilities.
So what are deepfakes, you ask? Well, deepfakes are basically digitally forged videos that make it look like people are doing or saying things that they aren't. Deepfakes have been a thing for a while now, but people are starting to freak out because they're becoming really easy to make. Recently, an artist began posting a series of digital works on Facebook and Instagram called the Spectre Project, which featured deepfakes of prominent figures like Mark Zuckerberg and Kim Kardashian. That Spectre installation forced Facebook to re-examine their policies and fact-checking and the restriction of sharing content on their site. But what's going to happen in a world where these deepfake videos start to get really good? Honestly, no one really knows yet. So what's so creepy about deepfakes is that the good ones mimic human facial behavior in ways that our brains can't perceive. That's the major concern right now, and for good reason. As we're painfully finding out, a lot of people aren't properly equipped to understand if what they're reading is coming from a legitimate source or not. So the notion of a world where we're not even sure if we should believe what we see is a whole new level of scary. And if you thought a wave of fabricated news stories on Facebook was a big deal, imagine a campaign of deepfakes spearheading a misinformation agenda. We're just not ready. And deepfake software is already out there. The cat's out of the bag. So the challenge is now creating awareness and education.
All right. Now you heard what he just said. Awareness and education. We're going to continue the clip, but now we have to create. Now we have to get. We have to start a. What do you call it? A campaign, so to speak. A forward progressive campaign to make people aware that how do y'all know the person that's sitting in front of you right now? We're not talking about cloning. We're talking about once this video goes out, how do you know they won't intercept it? Right? Change my shirt. You said they did it to Jamal? Lord Jamal? We have to be mindful of this, man. You understand what I'm saying? How can we tell the real from the fake? All right, let's listen to what else he has to say about this. Now, this is from CNET. Deepfake videos are the latest synthetic media to take over the internet. Jeff Bakalar explains what deepfakes are and why there's a fear they'll be used for nefarious purposes. All right, they could have a deepfake Professor Griff deepfake video to go on and say I did X, Y, and Z or whatever, or put me in a place where I've never been, or in a situation I've never been. Now you know how much they've taken text messages and rearranged them and put new dates on them. That's child's play. That's years ago. All right, so they've moved to video now, and it's called the deep fake. All right, help me out, people.
It's not all bad, though. There are some genuine uses for this kind of AI. Synthetic media can give people a voice who are physically unable to speak, or restore speech digitally to those who've lost it. Think about a deep learning algorithm that's able to translate a video into other languages on the fly. I mean, there are legitimate reasons to pursue this.
हमें और अधिक कार्रवाई की जरूरत है.
我们需要让世界领导人关注。
The Zuckerberg and Kardashian deepfakes are obviously meant to make a statement, and like I said, they definitely feel like some kind of dress rehearsal for a world where this kind of video manipulation could be weaponized. Last year, BuzzFeed published a video echoing that cause for concern with a message that appeared like it was President Obama speaking, but in reality was really Jordan Peele doing his spot-on impression.
This is a dangerous time. Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Now, you can tell something's a little weird with that video, but it won't always be so easy. I've watched a lot of deepfakes in the last week, and yeah, a lot of them are hot garbage, but some of them are really good, like scary good. Check out this one from the YouTube channel Control-Shift-Face. It's a clip from a Bill Hader interview on Conan where he does a bunch of Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions.
I'll say, how old are you? And she goes, I'm 4.5, which is her older sister's 4.5. And I go, no, you're not 4.5. And then she grabs my face and goes, 4.5.
This is a really good example of a face-swapping deepfake, probably the most harmless variety, mostly because you can tell right away that something isn't right with what you're seeing, especially if the subjects are prominent figures. But what about a video of someone you don't recognize because maybe, oh, that person doesn't really exist? These two people are not real. They don't exist. They were created by a machine learning AI project from GPU maker NVIDIA. This technology has exploded since it was developed back in 2014. It went from really rough black and white images of people's faces to what you see here, which is essentially a perfectly rendered phantom human being.
Are y'all really listening to what this guy is saying? They're creating people that are physically looking like human beings, but only in the digital realm. Only in the digital realm. That's like what, heart? Like, what do you, give me an example, what do you mean?
Like how they manipulate the weather.
Right, okay. So, yeah, it's like, yeah. Creating human beings only in the digital realm, and these people are walking and talking and whatever, but they're not real people. Let's continue to listen. It's only a few more minutes.
So let your mind run a little bit with the crossover of this technology and deepfakes, and yeah, things are about to get real weird. It genuinely feels like we're going to reach the point where we can't discern whether or not a video of someone speaking is authentic, whether the person or even people in the video even exist. And I'm not saying this to provoke fear or anything. It's just something we need to be educated about so that we have our guard up and learn to recognize trusted sources. It's easy to imagine a situation where someone could just brush off accountability and claim a video of them is nothing more than a really good deepfake. What's wild is we're just at the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the sophistication of deepfake videos. They're going to get a lot better and they're going to be much more difficult to discern. But there's a race to develop software and technology that can sniff out a fabricated or altered video. In the wake of those deepfakes that went viral, some companies have announced an effort to combat fake content.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I'm going to continue the video, but listen, I was just thinking, if they created something that can actually do this, then I'm sure they could do the antithesis, the opposite of it. They could do something to counteract that. All right, I'm pretty sure, but how long will they let this go on? Then I'd have to go through the whole legislative kind of stuff to make it a bill, and then you got to go past the House, past the Senate, past the whatever, in order to make it a law to stop this kind of stuff from companies from doing this. And then what's stopping foreign countries from doing it that have access to the American public? And then you're going to regulate the internet, and then how are you going to be able to control this? What's up? Of course. The government can fake, they can say a leader from a foreign country or another government said X, Y, and Z and use deep fake to do it, and you would think this leader actually said it. All right, the leader of Iran or the leader of wherever. All right, because the American people are so gullible. All right, they may fall for anything because we don't fact check. All right, let's finish. Let's let him finish.
Just recently, Adobe posted that it's developed a method for detecting edits to images that were made using Photoshop's face-aware liquify feature.
Wow. Wow. So you're talking about something that they've already had in their hands for a minute. All right. Wow. Can you imagine the implications of this when it comes to brothers saying, listen, man, I didn't rob so-and-so, I didn't kill so, I wasn't there. And they say, well, we have video footage that you were there. And then they can put you in those scenes. Wow. Exactly, Alex Little. This allows 46-1 to say anything he wants to, and then now he can use that and become this legitimate scapegoat. All right? Wow.
It's all a cat and mouse chase for sure, and if history is any indicator, the sophistication of cutting-edge deepfakes will likely have detection software playing catch-up.
Detection software playing catch-up. Detection software playing catch-up with an age-old technology already. This is years now. Hold on. Let's even figure out when he did this. Hold on. So he did this. Hold up. Not sure. Yeah. June 2019. If this was June 2019, and we're just now hearing it now, and they've had this technology for years already, so the detection software is going to play catch up. But look how far they're behind. And with a ball and chain attached to their ankle. They will probably never catch up. All right?
In a recent story on the subject from the Washington Post, a digital forensics expert at the University of California at Berkeley told the Post straight up, we are outgunned. The number of people working on the video synthesis side as opposed to the detector side is 100 to 1.
Wait, did y'all hear that? From Professor Hani Farid at UC Berkeley. We are outgunned. The number of people working on the video synthesis side as opposed to the detector side is 100 people to 1. 100 people are working on the video synthesis side as opposed to the detecting side of it. 100 to 1. SNBC, Fox News, 100 to 1. They got people out in the field. 13 people and 15 people in the office sending information. So by the time the bobblehead gets in front of the camera and you're on, he has teleprompters and all kind of stuff feeding him information. He had a thing in his ear. You understand what I'm saying? Feeding him the information. 100 to 1. All right? Let me say that again.
We are outgunned. The number of people working on the video synthesis side as opposed to the detector side is 100 to 1. Maybe the answer will come in the form of blockchain. That's the technology that helps authenticate cryptocurrency transactions. There's already encouraging ideas out there that might prove useful using that technology for deepfakes. But ultimately, a lot of that responsibility is going to fall on us. Right now, we kind of suck. We love drama and we love being shocked. It's what we respond to. It's what engages us.
It's what we respond to. It's what engages us. So my question to you, which I'm going to let him finish, but my question to you now becomes, what do you respond to? What engages you to the point where you now become a victim to this deep fake, and it finds a place to plant its seed in you, and now it grows? What do you respond to? What do you engage with?
And it's what drives the conversation. That's unlikely to change, but the way we look at things on the internet has to. I know there's still so much to talk about with this topic, and there's a ton I have not touched on, so you let me know what you think, and in the meantime...
CNET. Deep fakes may ruin us, and here's why. Alright, that's CNET. Alright, Jeff Bacala. Mr. Jeff Bacala. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeff Bacala. Alright. Make sure you go and check out the information that he has on his channel. Yeah, deep fake. I was driving one day and I was listening to NPR, and there was this guy coming on NPR, and he started talking about deep fake. So I'm like, deep fake. I didn't have a clue as to what it was. So I'm listening. As I'm listening, I'm like, I find myself sitting at the light and the light turning green because I was like really engulfed in the conversation. I'm like, wow. And then this guy talked about all of the all of the situations that they have used deepfake thus far. And I'm like, wow. And then he started pointing out examples. And I was like, wow, I saw that. I thought that was real. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, wow. Okay. All right. Now it has me on guard. Now I'm going to think 2 or 3 times. Hold on. Watchmojo.com. I think that was the site.
Is the movie Face Off slowly becoming a reality?
When this is over, I want you to take this face and burn it.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today...
Okay. Now, y'all seen the movie Face Off. How many people seen the movie Face Off? How many people have seen the movie Face Off? Saw it. Me, Tony, thank you. Sitting in the movie theater knowing, right? Oh, thanks, Alex Little. Sitting in the movie theater knowing that this person, I mean, they should have won some kind of award for that. You seen the movie? You see Face Off? I think it was Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, where they played the role of cop and criminal. But in order for him to catch him, he took his face and put it on his body. And then, in order to outsmart him, he took his face and put it on his body. And they reversed the roles. Deep movie, but that was years ago. 97. This is, what, 20 years later? 22 years later? 22 years later? Wow. And we're just now talking about this. I talked about facial recognition software for a minute ago, but never to this degree. So let's hear what these people have to say. Hold on.
Today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 deepfake videos. For this list, we're taking a look at the most seamless and strangest videos made possible through the human image synthesis technique known as deepfake. In case you're unfamiliar with the term, deepfake software essentially allows users to swap out an image of one person's face with another through artificial intelligence, which is what we're focusing on here. We're excluding mashup images of animated characters, as well as videos that just used simple editing filters.
His last name will become a noun and a verb.
Number 10. Jimmy Fallon as Paul Rudd. Jimmy Fallon and Paul Rudd share a fair deal in common. Both are funny men, both are musically inclined, and both have somehow managed to maintain perpetually youthful appearances even as they enter middle age.
Oh my goodness, Bugger. Good to see you. How's it going? Oh, really good.
The two even kind of look like each other with dark brown slicked up hair and clear pale skin. Their likeness is only made more apparent through this deepfake video, which plasters Fallon's face onto Rudd's head. Looking at the side-by-side comparison, the viewer may assume that they're seeing double at first. Focusing on the right image, however, it becomes clearer that Fallon has possessed Rudd. Still, we never realized just how eerily similar the resemblance was until we took this journey into the uncanny valley.
You know you make me wanna shout, kick my heels up and shout, put my hands up, shout, put my hands up and shout.
They kind of need some rhythm, because that was just not on beat. Throw my hands up and kick my heels. Yeah, I remember that song from the Temptations movie, but yeah, that's kind of not like a good version of it. But anyway, yeah. They're giving examples. Hashtag deepfake. Can you put that? Can somebody put that in the? I think I can. Hold on. Hashtag deepfake. All right, so yeah. So the question in the chat room is, how can we protect our children from this? I think we need to start with protecting ourselves from it, because we're responsible for our children. Now, if you're the kind of parent that sits your child down in front of the TV and says, and puts on a good cartoon, or just puts on YouTube, or you throw the iPad to them, or give them the cell phone, or you give them the remote control, then you're not going to have control over anything that your children do. So I don't know what kind of advice I can give you. But if you monitor what your child is doing, then more than likely you probably have to watch that program first. Or trust in the source. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see if I could switch. Hold on. It's right on the tip of my tongue, and I spoke with him some time ago. It'll come to me in a second. Hold up. I know what y'all saying, bro. You about to turn 60, so there was some notes in front of you. Steven is his name. Jacobson. I met Steven Jacobson. Mind Control in America. Could y'all please look that up on YouTube? All right.
Psychological warfare has been waged against America for much of this century. This war for the mind of the public has been facilitated by the emergence of mass media and the transformation of American education by behavioral psychologists. In the book 1984, George Orwell warned that people were in danger of losing their human qualities and freedom of mind without being aware of it while it was happening because of psychological, emotional, and intellectual manipulation. Mind control. Mind control.
Now, this is Mind Control in America by Stephen Jacobson, exposing the strategy to manipulate your mind. All right. In order to answer your question, Paulie, in order for us to understand it at the stage that it's at now, we have to kind of go back and have a reference point in order for us to kind of at least catch up with the manipulation of our minds via television and movies. All right. Okay. Peace, Charlie Smith. What's going on with you?
Effective way to protect yourself from subconscious manipulation is by being aware of how it works. What the conscious mind believes, the subconscious acts on. It works like programming a computer. Information is fed into a computer, and the computer acts on it. However, if the information fed into the computer is wrong, it still acts on it. If a person believes something that is not true, the memory banks of the subconscious mind do not correct the error, but act on it.
The subconscious mind does not correct the error, it acts on it. The subconscious mind, if you fed something from, like you feed it into the computer doesn't correct it, it just acts on it. It's the way the subconscious mind works. All right, so you're feeding information. Wait a minute now, from a reliable source. You sitting with this person that quote unquote has authority, all right, a leader, a figure, influences people, got crazy following. You're sitting in the audience taking notes. You're not thinking this person is going to lie to you. So it's going into the mind and you're believing it without putting it under the microscope, without saying, let me take some notes first. Let me put it under the microscope, look into it, and then let me go into it. So listen, you can look this up on YouTube. It's Mind Control in America by Stephen Jacobson. Mind Control in America by Stephen Jacobson. We're not going to go over the whole thing, but he has some very interesting points.
The theory of cognitive dissonance holds that the mind automatically and involuntarily rejects information not in line with previously accepted thoughts and beliefs.
So basically, you already just said, if the information being fed to you is not in line with your belief and what you previously thought, you may attempt to reject it. If you're talking to one of the Jehovah's Witnesses that come to your door, all right, if what you're saying is not in line with what they believe and what they can put on you, they are slowly backing down and backing out of it and backing away from your door. I used to lock their ass inside. Come on in. You understand what I'm saying? Now you can't leave. Remember that part in the movie? No, you don't remember the Bronx Tale? You don't remember that? You never seen the Bronx Tale? Huh? Yeah. Shane Shakur never saw a Bronx. Alex Little, stop that, man. A Bronx Tale. Damn, Yolanda Green said shit. That's college. You're right. You've never seen a Bronx Tale. One day we should just have a show about those scenes in movies, man, that stick with us. Come on. Alex Little, am I right? Come on, seriously. Come on. Anyway. Back to Stephen Jacobson.
Many of the things that people believe are never questioned, especially when the information has come from a reliable source.
We don't question anything, we just believe it. Pastor Reverend Pigfoot on Sunday, you in church, you don't think Pastor and Reverend gonna lie to you? And you take it and you believe it on face value. You don't go home from church after stopping by Piccadilly's in the Golden Corral. What's the name of that place where they had the buffet on Sunday? Golden Corral, right? Y'all don't go home after that and sit and study what Reverend talked about. No, you believe it firsthand on face value. Charlie Smith said, peace, man. He threw up a Tupac sign or something. I don't even know, man.
It becomes easy to lose sight of why people believe some of the things that they do. People can be led to believe something that is not true when that information is carefully timed and presented by an accepted and respected authority.
When the information is perfectly timed and is presented by a respected authority, people are made to believe whatever. This is why I keep telling y'all, don't do this belief stuff, man. We got to do some research and get actual facts. Actual facts. America stated last year, the scientists stated that they're just not going to count Pluto as a planet anymore.
That's what it was when I was
Yeah, all right.
There is growing alarm over the use of altered videos online, especially those known as deep fakes, which are highly realistic looking and inaccurate. There are concerns about their growing sophistication and the risks they pose to national security. It is the focus of a hearing tomorrow in the House Intelligence Committee. Miles O'Brien has a look at how those videos, once the source of some fun, are being manipulated and how artificial intelligence scientists are trying to respond. It's part of our weekly segment on the leading edge of science.
All right, let's see you being me. Scary as deepfake videos may be, there are times when they can be fun. A place where a 3D model of my face gets electronically plastered onto computer scientist Hao Lee's head, making him the puppet master and me the dummy. Really a scary looking individual overall. What do you think? I do need to change my hair, don't I? Yeah. Lee is an associate professor at the University of Southern California and co-founder of Pinscreen, an app that allows consumers to make instant custom 3D avatars.
Pinscreen. Can you look up Pinscreen on your phone? Pinscreen. What's Pinscreen? My whole thing just stopped working. Hold on. Pinscreen. What's Pinscreen? By the way, you're listening to the PBS News Hour. Alright? We're going to go back to Stephen Jacobson in a minute.
For virtual reality gaming and shopping.
So now you created your avatar, right? So you have your...
Nice trim Miles O'Brien. The real-time puppet master trick is how he refines the technology. And here I am. As our president. Yep. Shinzo Abe, Prime Minister of Japan. Jean, leader of China. Trudeau. It's not a bad look for me. Me as Justin Bieber. What do you think? I think I'm going to do this on the News Hour all the time now. This will be good for my career, don't you think? Lee says he never saw it as anything more than entertainment.
Of course, it can be used for something really bad, but the main purpose was never for that. It was used for entertainment.
Hold on, people. I want to get this guy's name right.
Of course, it can be used for something really bad, but the main purpose was never...
Mr. Lee, H-O-A, and then his last name is Lee. Pinscreen.inc. Alright? Pinscreen. Wow.
For that. It was used for entertainment. A fun tool that could give us more things to do for fashion,
Snapchat.
life.
Like these things that these guys be sitting around in Silicon Valley, We're coming up with these things to sell the masses of to the people. All these apps that, you know, catch on. Instagram was like that. You understand what I'm saying? People taking pictures and sending it to one another and screenshots of this and blah, 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 blah. Now it's become a sophisticated tool and they're selling it to Facebook for $1 billion. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But we don't ever think of the menacing, diabolical effects of how they take this technology and they use it on the masses of the people, the unsuspecting masses.
Lifestyle, etc.
Deepfake videos cleverly combine what's real with what is synthesized by a computer to make people appear to say things they never did or never would.
I like vodka.
The ever-increasing speed of computers, along with the advancement of the artificial intelligence technique called machine learning, is making these composites harder and harder to detect with the naked eye.
We all assume that there will be a point where there's no way to tell the difference. I mean, for visual effects, I think you can get pretty close already. It's just the question of how much effort you put into it. But in terms of content that can be created by anyone, I think it's getting very close to the point.
This was very truly surprising for me.
One technique is the face swap, which puts Steve Buscemi's face on Jennifer Lawrence's body, Nicolas Cage onto a series of marquee stars in iconic roles.
Terrific.
Or Jimmy Kimmel's mug on mine.
So I've had to relearn very simple things.
But there is a deep, dark side as well. Indeed, the technology has been used to paste the faces of celebrities onto the bodies of porn stars.
Now what happens? You taking the face of Beyonce and you putting it on a famous porn star. I don't really know any. I've never saw a porn flick in my life. I'm just saying. Yeah, so how does that work? Lawsuits, how? How do you know the source? Like a troll can come on here right now. How do we know? How do you track that down? Are you sophisticated enough to track this dude down that comes on here talking smack? Probably not. So you take the face of Beyonce and you put it on a porn star, and you have a whole porn thing being played out, and yeah. How does that work? All right.
Computer scientist Hani Farid is a professor at Dartmouth College.
I am worried about the weaponization, and I'm worried about how it's impacting us as a society. So we are working as hard as possible to detect these things.
Killmonger was right.
This video crystallized much of the deep concern. What seems to be President Barack Obama making a speech.
You see, I would never say these things.
Is actually comedian and filmmaker Jordan Peele doing his excellent Obama impersonation synced with software created with artificial intelligence, or AI.
The AI system synthesized the mouth of President Obama to be consistent with the audio stream, and it made it look like President Obama was saying things that he never said. That's called a lip sync, deepfake.
Just this week, the technique was used to put some pretty outrageous and comical words into the mouth of Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg.
Spectre showed me that whoever controls the data controls the future.
It's a potent technology that is ripening at a time of deep polarization and suspicion fueled by social media.
So it's really sad. And here's the thing.
Just last month, something much less sophisticated than a deep fake, a doctored video of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi making her seem drunk, went viral.
We want to give this president the opportunity to do something historic.
Deep fakes ratchet up the risks.
The nightmare situation is that there's a video.
I saw that. That was the one I was saying. Nancy Pelosi. I thought she was drunk. Yeah, but come on, man. You know the diabolical nature of these people's thinking and how they want to manipulate and control the masses of the people, to subject the people, to torment the people further. All right, we'll never let this kind of technology get into the hands of the average person, because then the average person can fight back. But they've been using this for a minute. And what you just saw with Nancy Pelosi, they it's even gone further now. They made it seem like she was drunk, slurring over her words and everything. And you're talking about somebody that's a senator, I think. Speaker of the House. So yeah, whoever controls the data controls the future. Whoever controls the land gains all economics. Land is the basics to economic freedom. But who's going to control your mind? This is what Stephen Jacobson was talking about.
Of President Trump saying, I've launched nuclear weapons against North Korea. And somebody hacks his Twitter account, and that goes viral, and in 30 seconds we have global nuclear meltdown. Do I think it's likely? No. But it's not a zero probability. And that should scare the bejesus out of you, right? Because the fact that that is not impossible is really worrisome.
Fareed is most worried about deepfakes rearing their ugly head during the 2020 election. So he and his team are carefully learning the candidates' patterns of speech and how they correlate with gestures as a way to spot deepfakes.
We do that, of course, by analyzing hundreds of hours of video of individuals. We're focused on building models for all of the major party candidates so that we can upload a video to our system. We can analyze it by comparing it to previous interviews and then asking what is the probability that this is consistent with everything we've seen before.
Computer scientists have pushed this technology using generative adversarial networks, or GANs. A GAN pits two artificial intelligence algorithms against each other. One strives to create realistic fake images, while the other grades the effort.
Yeah. All right, so I'm sure we're getting the point. Wow. Folks pay people to put deep fakes together as a form of revenge porn. Wow. Hmm? Yeah. That's a good way to detect gestures, okay? But what about the average person? They're not body stress analysts and these kind of people that they send, before they used to send to the lectures. Now they don't. They just have somebody videotape you, send me the footage. I'll watch hours of Professor Griff to see the intonation of his voice, what words he uses, what phrases, what movement do I use. And then it's easier to take these algorithms and, like he just said, one that works and then one that works against it. Yeah. What do y'all think about this subject? A much needed subject or a much needed algorithm to fight against it? Both. It's a deeper subject than we can cover in just 1 hour, one night here. We hope you got something out of it. All right. If we need to do a part 2, which I think we might need to do a part 2, we're probably gonna have to. This week, yet again, I'll be in New York at Lincoln Center on Wednesday night. So can you put up the what's the name? The mic check one. You never got the flyer? Nah, bro. Huh? Or the email? Check the email again. So yeah, this Wednesday, I didn't receive any submissions for the mic check 1212. So I will see y'all next week. We will not be having a mic check 1212 this week. I'll be at Lincoln Center in New York. Anybody's in New York want to swing on through, please do. I'll be with Khalid El Hakim, Black History 101 Mobile Museum. All right. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. All right. I think me and Soleil are going to discuss what we're doing this weekend, which I sent Shane the what's the name, buddy? He never got it. Let me see that. So the mic check 1212 will not be happening this week. All right. We're going to resume it next week. But this Saturday in Atlanta, we are going to do the musicology lecture presentation and sound bath with Professor Griff and Soleil, and we will talk about that. All right. I think we're going to do a separate talk and get it out tomorrow. All right. All right. Shout out to everyone at Nicholas, Brooklyn. Shout out to everyone that came through. Really appreciate everyone. Really appreciate that. I want to give a special shout out to the Uber driver, my man, Mr. Cavante. Cavante, man, good luck, bro. I'm passing your fighter's test. Alright? But we'll talk, man. Alright? This is Professor Griff, along with my man Shane Shakur, along with 16. 16, where you at? We missed you. Come on back through. Alright? Alright. But get well, sis, and we'll see everybody. Thanks for the donations, everyone. Anyone who wants to order, where's the hat? Like I said, just this week only, $35 flat. I'll cover the shipping charge. All right, the 3D 4-sided Sirius Mindz hat. All right, you can send the money to www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. All right, hold on. Send the money to www.paypal.me/ where we at? /PROFESSORGRIFFCORP. Professor Griff Corp. Alright? $35 flat. I'll cover the shipping. Just for the Sirius Mindz people that log on every night. Alright? This is Professor Griff along with my man Shane Shakur, and of course with our moderator 16. We're signing out. Revolution is not an event, it's a process, and of course Sirius Mindz. For Sirius Mindz, Sirius Mindz. This has been Professor Griff here on Sirius Mindz, and we gotta get back to this deep fake thing. Alright? Peace, y'all take care. Greetings, this is Professor Griff. Tune in every weeknight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz RNTV. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz, seriously. Peace.
Under the veil of what people call beautiful lives a broken and empty soul. There's a whole lot of pretty faces all around the world, but that's only the physical. You'll never truly know if someone's beautiful until you look under the veil.
Under the veil is tales, lies, and secrets. Into the heart and pales dies you're seeking. But what you thinking is veil, blind and bleak when it's your mind and your soul that needs to be deep in. See beauty skin deep. You're a shallow pond. There's an ocean of wisdom you need to paddle on. Take a dive in. Many jewels there. Your only interest is surface shit and fool's fair. You're a goddess. Take your rightful place. Tear the veil and stare a picture right in the face. Divine feminine. Can't be suppressed. Shakti is the energy that we manifest. Queens rule here. We the Debbie tribe. Take a hit of this tantra and feel the Kali vibe. Peel away the cloak. Scrape away the scales and see the truth of what lies behind all the fallen veils. Trying to be, cause the yachtman is blanketed like a canopy. Antithetical, saying that you real when your identity lies in all that you don't reveal. Third eye blind, eyes to contact, so you can open the lotus up like a compact. Become an offering, something more to give than the physical body that can't forever live. Rooted in passion, before the right cause. Spiritual wisdom and knowledge that make you have pause. Then let it transmute, metamorphosize. See the truth of awakening right before your eyes. If the perception, the real magic. For you to miss all this glory, it would be tragic. So get to tearing the veil as if it was fabric, and find yourself on the path, walking the labyrinth. Something more to give than the physical body.